It's not. Hello? Hello! Pop out of the
Hello.
gate. Hello, you guys. How's it going? I see there's a lot of people here today. We've got 51 hanging out. So thank you guys all for coming for our little hangout here with Genna. It's so nice to have you back in, Genna.
Oh, thank you so much for having me. When you asked me to come on again, I'm like, yes, immediately, yes. I was so excited. Last time was so fun.
It
So thank you for
was.
having
It was so much fun. And so that was kind of the reason I wanted to start doing this hangout series, so we can just bring our whips, grab our coffees, our beverage of choice, and just hang out and chat and, just catch up and see what you're up to and how things are going with your book, because that's out now, which is awesome. So, yeah. Yay!
Yes, I know. I was ready. I told you beforehand, but I was like, I grabbed my book. I'm ready to show it off.
Yeah.
But no, it's been a lot. Yeah, a lot has happened since we last chatted, but it's out there in the world. And thank you to everybody who has bought a copy. You guys are the best.
Yay! That's so cool. So cool. We got a lot of people in the chat, and I want to say hi to everybody. I see Shade is here, Crazy Club, Crafting with Amy's here, Samantha and Gianna. Hi guys. We probably won't. I'm trying my best to say hi to everybody throughout the chat, but if we miss you, I do apologize. We'll do our best, okay? And hi Lana and Susie, and hi Nightbot. He hangs out too. Oh my goodness. So what are you going to work on?
So I'm working on my new dragon pattern. It's a snuggler, and if you have read the Fourth Wing series, which is pretty hot right now, that is what these dragons are based off of, but that is what I'm working on. I'm making an all red one now.
Oh my gosh. You did say last time that your goal this year was dragons. I think that was probably the exact wording too. You wanted to make lots of dragons.
Yes. 2024 was definitely the year of the dragon, literally, with the Chinese zodiac, but now it is still carrying over to 2025. Dragons are still going strong, and I love that. What are you working on?
So I've got my Hexicardi wrap, which is, I had to make it bigger because I tried it on this week. I thought I was done. I'd already pulled off everything, and I'm like, yeah, I get to stitch it together, put it on. I look like Hulk bursting at the seams. I said,
oh my God.
No. I gotta add these 3 more rows to either side.
It is gorgeous. Those colors. What yarn are you using?
This is Hobie Horizon, and I think it's called Tropical Seas was the colorway. So it's all it's just one variegated yarn that just kind of comes apart like that, and it's so pretty. I love it.
Oh my gosh, you don't even have to physically change color. Like it's all.
No.
Oh my gosh.
My ball ran down the hall here, so I was gonna go grab it, but I'd have to go off camera.
Oh my God, that's so funny. We've all had that happen.
Yeah, right? It's like, wait.
That is so cool. That is so cool. Just looking at it, I would think that you would have to change the colors manually. So it blends so nice.
Yeah, it's nice because I think it's almost more striped than variegated in the sense that you get a good chunk of one color before it switches. And so I think with the striped look, it makes it look like you've changed colors, even though you haven't. It's just the same yarn because the color changes are just so subtle. You just kind of get that little bleed of the 2 colors together that's only about this long, and then it's switched. So it's really cool.
I love that. I actually have another project that I'm working on that I want to show you. It's here on my desk. I haven't worked on it in a hot second, but it's the 6-day star blanket.
Oh my gosh, that's so pretty. That's not done. It looks pretty good size.
I know. I'm like, I don't know why I challenged myself to do all 3 skeins. This is 2. And it is pretty big, honestly. Yeah, it is pretty big. Maybe I should just call it. But yeah.
What yarn is it? Is it like worsted?
It's Karen Latte Cakes. I honestly can't remember off the top of my head what weight it is, but it's super fuzzy and very, very soft.
Oh, it looks super soft. Such pretty color changes in there too. So
thank you. And luckily, the same thing with this one. It was automatically built in, so no color changes. I was like, yes. I hate weaving in ends. So that was great.
Me too. I for my mom for Mother's Day, I started working through a pattern that's not mine. It's from the, I think it's called The Cottage Garden. It's a book of applique patterns, and they make like really pretty motifs with them. This is like
Oh,
what I've done so far.
oh my
So
gosh.
many ends to tie in. I'm like,
The
no.
ends. I'm crying for you. That is going to be painful, but it'll be worth it. It'll be worth it.
And she's usually the one that does the tying in for me, because it's like one of those things my ADHD brain just does not like to do, but it's for
Yeah.
her. So I can't really do that. I can't be like, Mom, can you tie in the ends, please?
That's so
Technically,
funny.
it's for you.
That is a labor of love for sure. A labor
For
of love.
sure. Yes. Hello, Banana Soap and Amin, and Duchi's here. Dreamy's Island. Lydia's here. Hello, hello. Crazy
Oh my
Club,
god.
Preppy Loomer, and Panda's in the house. Hi, Panda. And there's Pow.
And
Hello, hello. Good to see you. Oh, that's Pow from or Paula from Patreon for you, I believe.
oh yes, we
Yeah.
were just hanging yesterday.
Oh,
Hi.
cool.
Hi.
And hello,
Yeah.
Brooke, as well. You did have a question that I saw. Okay, that one was answered. And then there was one. And hi, Vicky, with Oodles and Caboodles of Crafts. It was if you had a Demogorgon, I think it was. I saw it pop by really fast. A Demogorgon, which is Stranger Things. Did you ever make a
Yes.
Demogorgon?
So I haven't made a Demogorgon. I feel
Okay.
like I need to make one though with the new season coming out. I feel like that would be perfect.
I've I think I've only
Have you?
seen I think I've seen through season 2 or 3. I am not caught up on the series. I was really enjoying it though, but
I mean, yeah, you
it,
probably watched the latest season because season 4 is coming out this year.
oh,
I think
okay, okay.
yeah, it's been so long though. Like I
Yeah,
kind of forgot what season are we even on too.
I know,
But
right?
it's the final season.
Oh, and then it's
Yeah,
still, huh? Wow. Well, the
fun.
kids are
The
not getting, they're like kind of adults, or they're becoming adults now. So at some point they have to call it, right?
Oh my god. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Would you make a Demogorgon?
Is that the one that is like the flower kind of face with
Yes.
teeth?
Yes. Yes, the flower face, very
I know,
scary
it's kind
looking.
of creepy. I don't think I would make it. I like cute and kawaii crochet.
Me too, me
Less
too.
teeth,
Yeah. It's a little too scary, a little too
right?
scary.
Oh my gosh. And OK
That's
Crochet is making your Brontosaurus from your book right now, and it's so
that's
fun.
right. Hi, Leah. That's Leah. She's a patron. That's so
Yes.
sweet.
And hi, Aurelia. I'm glad you like the yarn I'm using. Isn't that pretty? It's a
That's so
3-weight yarn. So it's like a DK yarn, and I'm using a 4mm hook, which is why it's taking a lot longer, because I've already done something like 33 rows around. It just gets bigger and bigger. So
oh
it
my
takes me a
god.
while.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
that is a commitment. I think for the star blanket, I'm using like an 8mm, so it's
Okay.
kind of going quickly, but I commend you for that small.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. I'm like, maybe next time because this is my first real wearable. I mean, I did like a webbing thing for Halloween, which came out cool. It wasn't my pattern either, but I was like, well, I can't really wear that very often, right? It's like once a year.
Yeah.
And so I had gotten the stuff to make this one and thought, okay, let's give it a go. But it's my first real wearable, and I'm thinking, gosh, I might have bit off more than I could chew, but I think I'll be okay.
You'll be good. You're
We're
getting
getting
through
there.
it.
That's right.
Yes.
Oh
Oh
my
my
gosh.
gosh. I'm looking at the chat too. Oh, someone wants to see Shay, my cat. Shay is sleeping in the other room. I would have totally brought her in though. I love that she has some fans. I love
She
that.
does. Our cats
I love
always have, yeah, our cats become parts or stars of the show, I should say. Like Merlin is constantly trying to get in the camera when I'm having a live. And I mean, he has
oh,
legitimately stood here on my desk and blocked my face with his face and looked at everybody, and I'm sitting behind him trying to chat. So I'm like, well, it's
that is
his show
cool.
now.
Yeah, you gotta leave him. If he comes up, you leave him where he is.
Exactly. Oh my gosh. Hi, Joanne and MJ's Heartstrings. How's it going? And Tracy's here, and Marie is here. Hello,
Hello.
hello. Oh my
It's a
goodness.
party.
Okay.
It's a party.
Yeah, it looked like Amy was working on a turtle during her live, and Banana Slip's also working on the turtle. So you've got lots of people making things from your book.
I love
Oh my
that.
gosh, yes. Oh my bee. This is Frizzy. That's the big one. I do have a whole tutorial to make Frizzy if you're interested.
Aw.
But he's a nice big guy. But yes, just check out the channel. That's one of the vids, one of my tutorials that I've got going on. So
Wait, I was gonna ask you about that giant loaf cat in the background. Or is that a loaf
oh,
cat
it's
or
it's actually one of my Yummy Cats. So I had
oh
or
my
have
gosh.
a brand that's called Yummy Cats, and they're ice
Wait,
cream themed.
yeah.
Yeah. So this is one that I have. If anybody's interested, go to frizzybee.com, and in the shop is where you can get tickets, because he is getting, which apparently is a weird name or word to say here on the YouTube streets. But yes, this is Mel. He is
Oh
a
my
caramel
gosh.
ice cream cat, and he has an entire lining that I sewed. So he's not, you can't pull any stuffing out, you know. So this is Bernat extra thick, and I used this hook.
Okay, I was gonna ask what hook you use.
This is a
Oh my
Susan Bates 25 millimeter hook. Actually has a
funny.
storage compartment at the bottom. So yes.
No
Yeah.
way. That is so
I'm actually going to
cool.
draw a name on Thursday. I've set it up for Thursday's live. So if anybody's interested, frizzybee.com, and go into the Hive shop, and he's right up there. So yeah.
Oh my gosh, he is adorable. That is
Yeah.
crazy. He's so
Some,
big.
something fun. I was trying something fun, you know. I figured he would be the fun thing somebody could win, you know, and have shipped to them. I haven't even checked what box is going to fit him. He's quite large. So he's like 3.5 pounds of cat.
Oh my gosh, that
So
is so.
yeah.
Oh my gosh. Well, whoever wins him, they're super lucky. Lucky.
Yes.
Horrible. One
Yeah.
of.
Let's see what's okay, MJ, telling her to put the ends. Don't tell her it's hers yet. Give it to her later. I think I missed what that was talking. I think they're also having conversation too with each other, which is awesome. And hello, Helix and Chastity and Shovels and
Oh.
Dolls. Everybody's in the house. Let's see here.
Oh.
Okay, so Tina said that she teaches kids at an after-school group and brought Jenna's book to show them, to let them pick out what they wanted me to make them all for an end-of-year gift. That is so nice of you, Tina. How
Wait,
cool.
that is so sweet. That is so cool. I
That's
love
such a good
that.
idea.
I'm curious to see what the kiddos pick. Like what
Yeah,
pattern they'll do. That's so
right?
cool.
That's so cool. And the fact that they whip up really fast, you know, it seems like that would be
Yeah.
not as daunting of a project as it could have been had they been a lot larger
Of
and
sewing.
more involved, right?
That is
Oh my
so
God.
cool. If I was my teacher, I'd be so excited. That's such a cool idea.
Yes. Crazy Club said that you should make a yellow dragon snuggler. Is there a yellow dragon in those books?
Yes, I made one. I it's over there on the shelf, so I can't get it, but I did make a yellow one and I made a blue one. So I got like the three main dragons. And now I'm making the red
That's so
dragon.
cool.
I love
That's so
that.
cool. So, I did
Love.
have so Shade, who's baking mama of 3, had asked how long it took you to make that giant turtle. So,
Oh, like the
remember?
king size.
Mm-hmm.
The
The
that took
big one, the king bed one.
the big boy Sam the turtle. He
Sam.
took like 2 months. I wouldn't say like 2 months back to back, but 2 months like cumulatively. And yes, he was a beast. I
Oh
miss
my
him though, but
gosh.
he's doing well. They sent me a
Wow.
little picture of him working on a computer. He's
Oh, that's
like
so
working.
cool.
He's like has a little hat. He's a little
Yeah.
employee. He's
Oh
really
my
cute.
gosh. That is so cool. I love that they're keeping in contact and showing you pictures and stuff.
I
That's really
know.
neat.
He's cute. He's cute. Yeah, that was for a seaweed snack company here in California. So I'm glad he got to go off to his forever home and not like hiding in my closet away from Shay, because that's where I had to put him for the longest.
I could have
Yeah.
totally seen her sleeping on the top and just using it
Yes.
as a cat pillow, you know?
Yes. And I'm making her an avocado bed right now, a like giant avocado bed. But
Nice.
I have not worked on that in so long. I started it last summer, and
Oh my gosh.
it's still like sitting on the floor, not done.
Oh my
Hopefully,
goodness.
hopefully soon.
Yes, exactly. Let's see.
Would you
Oh, go
work on
ahead.
another would you work on another jumbo project after
Oh,
doing that 25 millimeter hook?
totally. Well,
Yeah.
it was kind of funny because when I was making, okay, so I have another giant yummy cat, and it's Sprinkle, the ice cream birthday ice cream cat. So I have her
Oh,
too. She's over like up above up there, but yeah, so she's the same size except she has a party hat and stuff. And I was working on her during the summertime, and had taken the kids one time to the pool or at the club that we go to, and I sat on the sidelines, sat there with that extra thick blanket yarn making this sprinkle head, and I was sweating. I'm like, oh my gosh, this stuff's so hot.
oh my
So I
gosh, that
probably
is
wouldn't
amazing.
do that again, but definitely do another big giant. I just think it's fascinating. It fascinates me ever since I realized blanket yarn was a thing, that you can start
Yes.
these little plushies this size and then you just make it in blanket yarn and it's this size, and it's just, I just love that. I love that.
Yes. That was one thing when I first started learning how to crochet that completely like blew my mind. I'm like, wait, like you just
Yeah.
have to size up the hook to like
Mhm.
change the size of the plushie and the yarn. It's
Yep.
like, wow, that's awesome. You know, as a beginner, you thought like maybe I have to adjust the pattern, but you don't,
Right.
which is really nice.
Most of the
Yeah.
time, I would say you really just don't need to adjust the pattern. I think I've maybe found a
Yeah.
couple times where it was not 100%, but for the most part, it's just, I think the times that are like that, it can be when there's like embroidered details, things might have to change a little bit. So, perhaps you used embroidery thread on one that was a worsted weight, yarn, and then you got these big ones. That's not going to even show up. It's just going to get sucked in by the blanket yarn. So you have to come up with another idea. So, you know, play around with it. But
Yeah.
with these giant ones, I ended up using the regular. I used either the regular Bernat blanket or the Bernat Extra. So there's Bernat Extra and then Bernat
Oh,
Extra Thick. So they have like three
yeah.
various sizes. Yeah.
Yes. Yes. That's
So
so
yes.
funny to have the facial stuff like show up. That's so funny.
Yeah. Yeah, because I tried it with the worsted weight yarn. At first, I'm like, oh yeah, I'll just use like regular acrylic yarn and stuff, and it got totally eaten up. You couldn't even see it. So I was
Oh,
like, well, maybe not.
it's like embroidery floss at that point.
Exactly. Yes. And hello, Callie and Veda and Michelle. Hello, hello, Catherine. How's it going, guys? Yes, thank you, Callie, for dropping the link for Mel. I appreciate that. And Breeze is in the house. Hello, hello. So how long did it take me to make the cat? Because I had to do an inner lining, because otherwise you could just pull stuffing out, with a hook size that's that large. Obviously, the holes are going to be larger, but because it's such a fluffy yarn, you don't see the holes, but you will be able to have, if little fingers went in there, can you just imagine? He'd be deflated in no time. So I basically made an inner beach ball, if you will, with some stretchy fabric, and then stuffed it with stuffing. And I did use some of the scrap yarn because I already have another, probably not a whole big cat worth, but I have another like full bag of scrap yarn to stuff
That
into
is
another
so
one.
that is so smart. That is so smart. And I love that you
Yeah.
lined it to prevent the stuffing from coming
And
out. That's so
then
smart.
nothing's coming out. Exactly. And then with the eyes, so the whole thing, probably if I sat there and did the inner lining and everything else, it would definitely take probably at least a handful of hours to make. But yeah, with his eyes and stuff, at first I couldn't even get them to stay on because the back that they give you for those giant ones are so tiny.
So tiny. And the yarn is like this thick.
Exactly. And I'm like, it just plopped right out. So my dad and I basically, we tried it with like a thick plastic. That didn't work. It was too thick. It couldn't get the backing on. So we did like a metal washer. He had giant metal washers to put inside, and then it was able to stay where it is, because it wasn't
Oh,
popping inward, right? It was popping outward with the little
yeah.
backing, because the backing's tiny. I'm like, what are you doing?
Oh my gosh. I didn't even think about that. You really had to
Yeah.
engineer that.
Yeah, I had to put my whole weight on it too to get it through the
Oh my
thickness of the metal
gosh.
plus the little bit with the tiny
Yes.
little post. I
Yes. Oh,
brute
girl,
force.
I know this. I know the struggle. I have my little hammer, my socket, and I like hammer
Yeah.
that to get it in sometimes.
Oh my
It is
gosh,
so
right? Oh my goodness. Yes. Oh, Kelly had a question for you. How much do you sell your mini mallards for?
Oh, my mini mallards, like from the book, I'm guessing. How much did I sell them for? I think I sold them for like 18, 15. I guess it depends. But yeah, you could probably sell them between like 15 to even like 20, depending on
Yeah.
like how many you make it or how much bigger you make it.
Yeah.
Yeah, great question. Great question.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. I think I have a ways to catch up. I was trying to double check and see if we missed any questions. Can we see the 20
Oh my
millimeter hook being used? Oh, it's actually 25 millimeter. Was that, I don't know. See, I think I need to catch up with the chat. I was trying to make sure I didn't miss anything, but this is how big it is, you guys. It's huge. I could actually, I think if you finger crocheted, it would actually be tighter than using one of these.
How do
Have you
you
seen
even like,
people? I know,
how do you
right?
even like, grip it? Like, oh my gosh, it's like a
Well,
workout.
I started trying to finger crochet with it, but it wasn't working very well for me. So I just was like, let me just go buy the hook that I need to buy. I probably could have used a little smaller size, but I think there's kind of a gap in sizes, right? And so it's like you get them up to a certain size and then they like hit you with the 25 millimeter one. Oh gosh, it's huge.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no, that's so true. I think it does just shoot up randomly to 25.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, Crazy Club. Yeah, the Yummy Cats ones, those giant ones are the biggest ones I've ever made. So I don't have any giant turtles like Genna has, but I would love to. That would be awesome.
You should,
Oh,
you should.
yes. And Ganny Joe is in the house, and she's been a member of mine for 2 months already. Thank you so much, Ganny Joe. I love having you as a member. And Mandy just upgraded to the Royal Hive. Yay, Mandy. I love that. I will add you over because we have like a special Royal Discord and everything. And so I'll add you after the live, okay? And that way you can chat with us over there.
Oh,
Yay.
that's so fun. Wait, is this Patreon? Am I allowed to say Patreon or what
No,
platform is
you're allowed
this?
to. I used to do
Okay.
Patreon actually. I had one
Okay.
and then I just found there was a huge disconnect for me with having something on a separate platform. And then I was also finding
Oh,
that it just seemed like there was less engagement from people on Patreon and I was having more people talking to me through YouTube. So I was like thinking they want to see the cat
mm.
again. Um, is this the one you guys want to see? I
Oh
can
wait,
show
yeah,
you Sprinkle too, but this is Mel.
I see all the
um,
messages. Show the cat. Show the
yeah,
cat.
show the cat. I know he's usually in the back. He's been in the background of my lives, but since we're doing split screen, he would take up. He wouldn't even fit in one of those. So yeah.
Oh
Um,
my gosh.
but anyway, what was I saying? I
Oh,
totally
someone.
got sidetracked by cats.
Oh, you switched to YouTube memberships, I think,
Yes, I
right?
did. I had to get remonetized because I got demonetized when I stopped posting because I had a job. I was working full time. I didn't have time to do YouTube. I just kind of maintained, but I got demonetized. And so I had to get remonetized. So that took about 6 months worth of going live, sometimes 3 times in a day to get back to being monetized.
Gosh, that's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, it was crazy. I mean, my people that hang out with me know, like they're like, you're on again. Oh, all right, what are we working on? I'm like, yep, here we go.
Dedication. The dedication.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Honestly,
Let's
with
see. Oh,
um,
Kelly asked if you could make a tutorial. I think she's talking about the giant turtle that you have.
oh my gosh. Yeah, I don't have a tutorial on the king size, but the next size down is the human size, and there is a tutorial on my channel for that if you want to challenge yourself and make a slightly smaller turtle who's still pretty
He's
big.
still really big though. Yeah,
Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
that you do the squish tests, like
Yes,
the hug check,
yes,
the hug check. I love that. That's
yeah.
so
I love
cool.
that little ritual. Just give him a little hug.
Oh my gosh.
Let me- oh,
Jenna, did
someone
you
asked.
win anything from the game show? Did your husband go with you?
Oh my gosh, yes. Yes, my husband went with me, but since he was not a contestant, they ushered all the contestants into like the game show space. And then
Yeah.
I did not win anything, sadly. Like I was playing a game for 10,000 and then
Mhm.
I got zonked. But I think they gave me like a complimentary prize. It has still yet to come in, but a complimentary prize of like $100. That was fun.
That's so cool. How did that even happen? How did you end up on a game show? I
Oh my
thought that
gosh.
was a joke. I thought that was an AI or something that you did at first.
Oh
I'm like, what? I go click on it. I'm like, oh my gosh.
yeah, honestly, a very random side quest, but I've always wanted to go on a game show. It's on my bucket list. And then,
Yeah.
we live here in California, so all of
Yeah.
the game shows are filmed in LA. So I'm like, I gotta try. This is my shot. Let me
Hmm.
try. So I saw they were casting for Let's Make a Deal. So I just submitted something and they said, let's do an interview. And then I got in. But how it works is like, you don't know whether or not you're like going to get called up. So it was a
Oh,
total
okay.
surprise. So
Yeah.
they're like, you participate in the audience and you can go attend, but like you don't know if you're gonna play. So that was really cool. And meeting Wayne was cool. And then I gave
Yes.
him a little loaf hat. Yeah.
I saw that. That's so freaking cute. I love that. I love that you were so decked out with your little kitties and
Oh
and it
my
was
gosh.
just too cute.
Oh, thank you. I originally was making a sweater to wear. Like I wanted to create a whole crochet outfit, but then I was like, it's too
Yeah.
hot. It's too hot. I would like
Yeah.
overheat. So then I switched out for the tutu
Hmm.
costume.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
that's so funny.
Yeah. That was a good time though. Now I can cross it
Yes.
off my list.
Yeah, exactly. You're like, check. Okay, we're good. You've done the game show thing.
Yeah.
Oh, Helena said, oh my, OMG, my two most favorite crochet YouTubers. I'm glad to see you here, hun. That's awesome. And Andy's in the
Oh,
house, Crafty Witch. Oh my goodness. All right, let's
oh
see.
yeah,
My
people are
chicken.
asking about the pattern for your yummy cats. Is that a pattern
Oh,
that you sell?
for the Yummy Cats. So I have a website that I've on. It's like kind of on vacation mode for Yummy Cats. The only reason is because I am really heavily working on my children's books right now. I recently got the rights back to my trilogy. Well, the third one I still need to finish writing and illustrating, but the first two books I got the rights back to the series, and so I'm going to publish them under my own imprint, which is going to be Frizzy Books. And all the
Oh
books
my
from
god.
here on out I'm just taking control of, because I think that I can do a better job here just letting everybody know that they're available, than the experiences that I've had in publishing. So I do plan to also start a Frizzy Bee Books YouTube, and that way it'll be more about like the children's book scene and probably like how to make your own children's book, all those kinds of things. So if people are interested, I'll let you guys know when that drops,
That
when
is
that
so
happens.
cool, Julian. What, Juliana? That's so cool.
Yeah, so I've been redesigning. I can show you. I've redesigned the first two books cover art
Yes.
because I'm going to re-release them as a second edition, and that way I can just have them be obvious that it's new. It's not the same from the old, the old publisher and such. And so this is
Yeah.
the cover of the first book. This like full spread. Hang on, here we go.
Oh my gosh.
I think
That
there.
is incredible. You illustrated it?
Yeah, so these are mine. So that's the first book. It's called Wish Weaver. Sorry, I can't hold things straight, you guys. And thank you so much, Ganny Joe, sharing the love of crochet. Thank you for the
Oh
super chat.
my gosh.
And
Oh
then
my
this is the
gosh.
second book, The Wayward Wind. So that one has a placeholder barcode and placeholder cover for the third book, which is going to be coming out. My goal is to get it out in the spring of next year. So I will be, then that'll be it. It's a trilogy. It's meant to be a trilogy. So if I do anything with Whimsy's story afterward, it'll be probably something like a webtoon or short story kind of thing. So yeah,
Julianne, that's awesome. Oh my gosh, you are so talented.
it's my other
Multifaceted.
passion.
Yeah, that's crazy that you illustrated that. I always show my like drawings to my YouTubers and I'm like, I cannot draw. So the fact that you can do both, like that is amazing.
Yeah, I started doing that, and then the crochet just kind of came about, and I've created the characters in crochet. So I have like one of my little characters here. This is Roland the roly poly. So I have all the patterns and tutorials on the channel as well. So you can make
So
Roland and Whimsy, who's a orb weaver spider, and yeah, so just fun. It's just fun to take
that
things
is
and make a whole character three-dimensional. It's fun. It's fun. I love it.
that is That is the cutest ever. Well, congrats on that. That is
Thank
huge. That is
you.
so huge.
Thank you.
That'll be such a fun little side project.
Yes, definitely. Yeah. I've already written a lot of other books, and I think for me anyway, taking them and it's taking so long to get into the publishing world, and I just decided that
Yeah.
if I do them myself, I have full control, so I don't have to be told that I can't have it look this way because of, whatever, this, that, and the other. And so it's kind of nice to take the creative license to do the things I want to do. So
Yes,
yeah.
full control. You can really make it exactly how you want it. Wow, you're so talented. That's amazing.
Oh,
That's
thank
amazing.
you.
And everyone in the chat saying the same thing. Very
Oh,
sweet.
thanks you guys. So let's see. Okay. So what is up for you next? So what's going to be on your upcoming agenda? Are you doing another book? Are you going to continue? The dragons are coming. I know the dragons are going to keep coming, right?
Yes, the Dragon Snuggler is going to come out on Thursday. I think like long term though, I really want to make my crochet kits. That's like the next big project I want to dedicate for myself. And then also possibly another book too. I feel like what you probably know, once you start writing, like you always probably want to keep going. I'm like hooked on it. Yeah. So definitely a second book, but for sure the crochet kits. That's my number one goal for this year.
That's so cool. So which patterns are you going to try to do? All of them? Or are you going to kind of be selective of maybe the most popular ones, that kind of thing?
Yeah, I think the most popular, but also the most like beginner friendly. And then I'll probably also do like an intermediate, kit if people want to take it a step up. Also, I'm getting an Amazon delivery, so hopefully my dog doesn't freak out. That just might have to go on mute. But yeah, okay, we're good.
Okay.
He didn't ring.
That reminds me, I have one coming today too.
The fun parts of being on a live.
Yeah, exactly. Let's see. Irene had a question. I used a fur yarn for a mini turtle shell. It was a rainbow fur. It turned out so good. I pet it every day, but joining the body was challenging as you can't see the stitches. Any tips for helping that?
Oh my gosh, like I applaud you for even like trying and doing that because yeah, fluffy yarn, I love it, but it is so hard. Honestly, from like my experience with fluffy yarn, the more you crochet with it, the more natural and better you become at it. It's just one of those things like you just have to keep practicing and getting the feel, and eventually it will start getting easier. But yeah, honestly, that's just keep trying to crochet with it and you'll start getting more and more comfortable because you really can't see the stitches. It's just all based off feeling. Yeah.
Well, and I think she's talking about like where they attach too, right? So where the head attaches to the shell, probably.
You could also probably do like stitch markers to mark the stitches ahead of time, like where you'll be joining it. That way you can signal like, oh, okay, here's the stitch marker. Exactly where it's supposed to be. Sometimes that should help too.
Oh my gosh. I can't tell you how many plushies that I think, oh, I don't need to mark anything. I'll be fine, And then you're like literally attaching a cat's head to a body or something, and you start off in the back because that's usually where you're starting, right? And by the time you get to the front, the cat's face is like this, looking off to the side. And you're like, what did I do wrong?
Log it all or cut the head off.
I'm like, how did I do that? I could rip it out again, try it again, and it just keeps moving.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Yes. I tell myself I can't sew anything after like 8 p.m. It's a rule I set for myself because it will just turn out botched. Like I'm too tired at that point. I can't sew at 8 p.m.
Yeah. You're like, I don't even know what my name is at that time, so I shouldn't be making anything that's supposed to be cute.
I posted the YouTube announcement literally last night, and there we go. Like it's one of those things.
I know. This morning I'm like, wait, Genna, are we having this tomorrow or is it today? And she's like, what? Oops.
Yeah, in my announcement. I was like, whoops, I was on last night and I posted that.
That's so funny. It seems like something I would do, Genna. I've done that kind of thing. Oh my gosh. And Gianna wants to know, how has full-time crochet gone for you? How's that going?
Oh my gosh, I love it. I absolutely love it. It's amazing. Yeah, I really do love crocheting like full-time. I spend my day just crocheting, which is an absolute dream. I love it so much.
And has the business been going well enough to where you're like, yeah, this is something that I can just do? I don't think you know, have you gotten past the point of feeling like you're still tethered to having that 9 to 5 or?
Yeah, luckily I have, and I feel like it's just like trusting yourself and trusting your business and like willing to take that risk. I feel like that's what really held me back for the longest time. But you just have to, you know, trust yourself, take the leap of faith, and hopefully it all goes well. But yeah, no, it's been going great. Thanks for asking.
Gosh. Let's see, Genna, are you going to make, oh yeah, so she was talking about the crochet kits, and then let's see. Oh, my cat is the cat that I made is my own pattern. So I haven't released any patterns or anything. I was selling the finished plushies, and they come in little ice cream cups with little ice cream spoons and character cards that have little stories about each cat and all that kind of fun stuff. So I was doing that, and then like I said, yeah, I just had to take a break so I can do these books, get them out. Because if I started getting a lot of orders, I'm like, I'll never get my books out. You know, so it's I kind of have to prioritize sometimes, you know, and yeah, so.
Definitely.
I love your earrings. Thank you. Their pattern for these is also on the channel. You know, I love bees. And so, yes, that's also the little tutorial for you guys. It's like mini crochet because it's with the thread. It's made with the thread yarn. So
I love those earrings. Every time I see you wearing them, I'm like, wow, like those are amazing.
And you're, you know, I made them double-sided. That way, if you move, you don't have like a really bad looking where you see all the stitchery on the back, the embroidered stitches. I would hate that. That's my OCD. I can't. Yeah, you can flip them.
So
they're double-sided. So yeah, and you just have to make the wing once, but then the front and the back are sandwiched around the wing. So that way it's
That is so cool. That is so cool.
My perfectionist self, I was like, I can't. That doesn't look right. Even the one tapestry thing I did, the back, it looks like a hodgepodge mess. But I couldn't leave it like that. And I knew it was going against a wall, but I couldn't leave it like that. So I got that like sticky felt with the same color as the border. And I mean, it's not perfect, but it looks way better than all the crossovers, you know? So.
Yes, no, that is so smart. And I also saw sometimes people get like a cute fabric or something and just like sew it to the back.
Exactly.
Just as a little hack, I
need some sort of, it needs to be finished. It felt unfinished with the back like that. So.
I would be the same way.
Do you have, Veda asks if you have any first market tips. And I know I saw another one about, there was another question about how many of each of the little guys that you would make if you were doing a market from your book.
Honestly, I haven't done a market in a hot second, but the 2 markets I did do, I think I had like around 4 to 6 of the same plushie. So if you want to try to aim for at least 4, I feel like that's a good amount. Especially if you anticipate it being popular, then maybe add a few more and just like keep it under the table in case they sell out. The possums really well. Possums and dragons specifically.
Yes.
So definitely stock up on those.
I know there's a thing with possums lately. I think possums, what is it? Possums, sloths, raccoons. Like, I don't know. I'm starting to see a lot of these animals coming back around.
Yeah, the crochet community loves to like focus on some of those animals, and it's so funny because they're kind of random, like an axolotl, but people love them. People love the axolotls.
I mean, none of us say the name right either. I mean, I've heard it said so many different ways, and I'm like, we don't even know how to say it. Whatever it is, it's cute, it has legs, and it's in the water. It's just pretty cool, you know?
And it sells well, and it sells in all markets,
Exactly, yes. Oh my goodness.
I think other markets, I feel like just having your prices like really visible, because I feel like people tend to be shy when asking about prices. I know even like myself, I shop at markets. I don't really want to ask about prices. So if you have everything clearly labeled, that will definitely help people out, which is nice.
Yes. Very clearly labeled. Or if you don't want to label every little thing, you can always have one of those larger things that tells like, okay, if anything that's in this bin or this size or whatever, you know, is going to be $5 or $10 or however you want to do it, you know?
Yes. Just to avoid any awkward conversations and like help people determine, you know, what the prices are.
Yeah. The worst though is when people scoop up a whole bunch of things and it's like, I'll give you $10.
Oh my gosh. Luckily I didn't have that happen, but I don't know what I would do. I'm like, no.
I had a guy that walked by in this kid this. So I think somebody had asked if I've done markets. I have done markets in the past, but with everything else going on, I just can't. I don't have the energy or the time to make the inventory you need to do markets. I feel like you either do markets or you work on all the other like design work and all this other stuff, you know. It's like
100%.
very hard to do both.
Yes.
But yeah, I had a dad with his kid. This was so many years ago now, but he walked by, and at the time I was doing a plushie market, and the son's like, "Dad, I really want this." I don't even remember what it was, jellyfish or whatever, you know. And the dad was like, "Why would I buy something I could make myself?" I was like, "I want to see you make that, sir. Here's my hook. Here's some yarn. Get to town."
Oh my gosh,
like,
that is so
really.
Yeah, like, I'd love you try. I'd love to see
Right?
it. Go ahead. Be my guest.
Please. Yeah. I'm like, please. I don't think so. I mean, maybe, but
Have you ever had like a kid steal something from your booth? That happened to me, and it's very awkward to like deal with. But luckily, the mom came back and was like, "Oh, here." I'm like, "Okay."
Oh, well, I'm glad they came back. I just probably wouldn't know. Like, I didn't catch them. So if they did, good job. You got away with it. I didn't notice.
That's so funny.
Oh my gosh.
It's hard to man the table. It's hard to man the table sometimes, honestly.
Yeah. I've been hearing a lot of people having their cash boxes taken right out from under them when they're trying to talk to somebody, and if they don't have them like practically bolted down, or somebody watching where the money is, you know, that they're getting taken.
Oh my gosh,
it's
I've
crazy.
heard that. It's getting crazy out here.
I'm telling you, shady business. Hi, Kitty. Oh, hello, Callie. Did we get it? Okay, just bought the marshmallow yarn off Amazon. I think I'm liking it. Catherine said the marshmallow yarn. Which one's that? Marshmallow.
Yeah, the marshmallow yarn.
I want marshmallow yarn. That sounds like fun to crochet with.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm just trying to make sure. How do you organize your yarn? Ooh, that's a good one. Is everything you own in behind you?
Oh my gosh, no.
I figured that was the answer.
I have like a crazy overstock in my guest bedroom. It is honestly so chaotic. My husband tells me all the time, like, we got to do something about that. I'm like, I know, it's bad.
Like, yeah.
Typically, though, I stick to the 6-cube organizer and the shelves. I feel like having it in front of me helps me keep track of like inventory, and also like inspires me to use it. But no, I do have a lot in another room.
Oh my gosh.
How about you?
So most of my yarn is now in tubs, see-through tubs in my closet, and stacked up a lot. So I'm trying to keep the dust off as much as I can, but because I've got this kick of wanting to do wearables, randomly, I was like, I need to learn other things. Let's do wearables, shall we? So
Love that.
you know, maybe I can eventually design them. You know, that's kind of where my brain always goes. But yeah, cool. So I now have to buy at least, because I don't know how many skeins of yarn I need. I don't know how much it's going to take to fit my body yet. So I'm buying like 8 skeins, and then with Joann's going out of business, I'm like, I got to make sure I stock up because they may not have it when I need it, you know?
Oh my God. How do you feel about that? How do you feel about Joann's going out of business?
Oh, I'm bummed. I'm super bummed. Yeah. Because that's always where I went, you know? And because I like to feel the yarn. I like to impulse buy. I tend to buy a lot of other things too when I go. So it's probably better for my pocketbook, but it does make me sad. And I do like Big Twist as well, which I know is going to be going away unless they get a buyer, which I don't know if there's any update on that, but I don't have one. So
yeah, I also love Big Twist, and I'm going to be super sad to see it go. I can't believe it's actually happening. I feel like we've heard about Joann's like going out of business for so long, but now it's like, it's actually happening. No.
Exactly. Panda says we need more pandas in the market.
We do need more pandas. I feel like pandas are popular. Pandas are very cute.
My daughter just came up the other day, Panda, with one of those videos that shows a bunch of clips, and they were all of pandas falling off of things and rolling, you know, very uncoordinated. And they must have bones that are made of jelly because they fall pretty high heights and they just kind of bounce, you know.
I think I've seen that video. Like they're so goofy. They're
So
so
cute.
goofy. They
Oh my
are.
gosh. All right, let's see. I'm trying to see, do we have any more questions? Oh, hi, Arts and Anthropods. Good to see you. Listening, but I wanted to do a fun fact on axolotls. They are basically extinct in the wild. They are found in one river, but they are very popular in the amphibian reptile hobbyist community. Very
Oh,
cool. So not
so cool.
extinct, but they're definitely, that sounds like they're at least endangered or just selective about where they hang out.
Oh, little axolotls.
Right? Yes. Oh my goodness. Let's see. Welcome
Let's
in,
see what.
everyone. Yes. Thank you, Panda, for welcoming everybody in. Oh my goodness. Oh, and hello, Mary. She says she loves your videos, Genna.
Oh, that's so sweet. Actually, my mom and my Aunt Mary are watching, so shout out.
Oh, hello, Jenna's family. How's it going?
Yes, my family's watching. My aunt's name is Mary, so that's what reminded
Oh, hi,
me of.
Mary. Yes, I have an
Yes,
aunt named Mary as
yes.
well. It's like a,
Oh,
we all know, we all have an aunt named Mary and
no.
probably an uncle named
Oh,
Michael, you know?
that is so fun. So true. That is so true.
If they did, let's see, what is your favorite Ami to make? Ooh, that's a good question, Panda.
Ooh, that is a hard one. I love everything, honestly, that I make. It's always hard to choose, but right now I'm gonna
Yeah,
say dragons. Dragons are my new fave.
dragons are the way to go. I need to start doing dragons. I think I've
Yeah,
missed the
what
boat, but yeah, I do.
is
I'd like to do that.
oh go ahead.
No, sorry, we're just.
No, I was just gonna say, is your favorite Amy a bee, given Frizzy Bee?
Yeah, so he's lots of fun to make. But I also really love cats, and my floppy cat pattern is so much fun to make because
Oh my
I originally made the floppy cat, and his head slash body, because it's both, right, is like this big, and then the little feet are this big because I did acrylic yarns. This
oh,
is before I knew about blanket yarns to begin with, and then when that happened, I was like, oh my gosh, I need to make him in bigger yarn and see what that looks like. And then he comes out like this big, giant
oh my
head, nice floppy legs, and he can lay down or stand up,
oh
and
my god. I
so
need to
cute.
check that out. I need to check that. I need to check
I
it
would
out. I
show
love
you,
a
but I sent mine. I had one orange one back here he is now happily in Sweden with my friend Shy, who
oh,
her husband was on my live one time and was like, oh my gosh, you have Cheddar behind you. Cheddar's the name of their orange cat. And I was like, that does look like Cheddar. So I sent it to them. So now it's in behind her when she's on her lives, which I think is really
her.
cute.
Oh my gosh. I love that. Also, I love orange cats. I also have an orange cat, so I'm
Yes.
biased. Orange cats are, but that's so fun. That is so
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah. They're so cute. So dragons would be your fave. Not turtles. I mean, you're probably like, how many turtles have you made at this point? Probably hundreds and hundreds.
Oh yeah, I did a video recently actually where I went back on my Etsy and I counted up all the turtles I've made, and I think it was over 500 since 2022. Yeah, I still love making turtles though, even though I've made so
Oh,
many.
that's
I
crazy. You
I
make them in
think the
so many
crazy
different sizes too, which is nice. You give people lots of options.
yes,
I like options.
yes, yes, exactly. I love sizing up or sizing down. It's super fun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. Have you ever tried the extra thick blanket yarn?
No, I have not. I saw that massive hook, the same one that you used, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I can't attempt it, but maybe I should after talking with you.
Yeah.
I'm
Well, what did
inspired.
you use for the giant turtle? Was that like
That was
just a
just
regular?
yeah, it was size 7. I used Parfait XL, if people are
Okay.
familiar. So it's kind of like the same weight as like Sweet Snuggles,
Hmm.
Chenille Home Wrinkles. So it wasn't crazy thick like the big blanket yarn.
Yeah.
I used a 9 millimeter. I used a 9 millimeter hook for
Okay.
comparison.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's probably equivalent to Bernat's Extra. So that's the middle way one where that's what
Yes.
this frizzy is made with. So
Oh, yes, yes.
yeah.
Yeah. I gotta
The-
try it though. It looks fun. Or maybe I'll try finger knitting. I always wanted to try that.
right? Do you make wearables ever or have you?
I made a few sweaters, but it's the math that gets me. I'm like, oh, it's too much. I just want to like sit down
Yeah.
and follow a pattern like the amigurumi, you know, none of that like
Mhm.
equation. But I do want to make more. I want to make like a tank top or something, I
Oh,
think,
that'd
this
be
summer.
cute. I've been
Yeah.
going on Pinterest every night before bed. It's dangerous. I'm like sitting there
Oh,
looking up crochet wearables. I'm like, that's cute. Save that and this and that. And so now I have this long laundry list of all these things I could make.
dangerous rabbit hole.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh my gosh. Gianna asked if you have a favorite artist you listen to. I'm assuming musical artist that you listen to.
Artist. Oh my gosh. I'm a big Swiftie. I love a good
Are
T
you?
Swift. I do. I love T Swift. Honestly, I love a lot of music. I just kind of listen to whatever is like happening at the moment on my Spotify. I just like hit shuffle.
Right.
But yeah, how about you?
Let's see. I mean, I have a few favorites that I enjoy. I also like K-pop, so that's because I watch K-dramas every night.
Oh,
That's like my jams.
oh my gosh.
Yes, I'm trying to learn Korean. That's my other thing. I just bought like the whole gamut of Rosetta Stones, just in case anybody ever in the family wanted to learn a language. It was like 60% off. Let's go. So yeah.
I love that.
Yeah,
Wait.
so maybe someday I will say something in Korean. At this point, I feel like I just embarrassed myself because I haven't really spoken it all that much except for like very quietly.
LOL, that is
So
so funny. Would you ever go to Korea? Like once you
I would love
manage to
to.
learn language, and that would be
Definitely.
cool. That would be like a reward.
Right?
Once
Yeah,
you
because
learn.
then I can
Yeah.
talk to people and then I could hold my own in conversation. That would be really fun. Yeah. My kids though, they say they both want to go to Japan, which I would like to learn Japanese as well. And since I have all the Rosetta Stones, maybe I'll become a polyglot in my 40s.
Just add it to the list. Add it to the list.
That's on my bucket list, right?
Yeah.
Oh my
That is so
gosh.
cute. If anyone can do it, I believe in you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I need somebody to. Sometimes I'm like, I don't know. I don't know if I could do it, but I'm going to keep trying. I'll keep trying.
Yes, love that.
Crazy Club asked if you have made a shy snuggler. Sorry.
Oh my
Shy
gosh,
Shay.
so no,
Is it
no,
Shay or
no,
Shy?
Shay, you said it.
It's
You said
Shay.
it.
My
Yeah,
friend
you
is
said
Shy.
it.
I always get the two. I'm like, hang on. They're different. Hang on.
I think we talked about this last time. Yeah, you have a
Because I
friend,
messed it up
Shy.
last time too. Yeah.
No, you're fine. I haven't made a Shay snuggler. I'm so weird with like the cat patterns. I love cats, yet
Yeah.
I feel like I don't make that many cats. Like I need to start. Maybe that will be a good future pattern idea. A little Shay snuggler.
I think so. You've got a lot of Shay fans out there. So I think Shay
We
needs
love that. Oh, I wish Shay was here to say thank you. She
Oh,
usually loves to come up to the table like you said your cat does.
yes. She hears her name and she's
Yeah.
like, yes, how may I help? You know? Oh my gosh.
That's so fun. Oh, a lot of people in the chat are also saying they love K-drama and K-pop.
Sweet. Got my K-drama,
Mhm.
K-pop fans here. I love that. Oh, and Gianna wants to know what's your favorite Swiftie song, Taylor Swift song.
Oh, what is my favorite? I feel like I'm like a big fan of her OG like stuff, like way back in the day. Because I feel like that's what like I grew up with. So I
Yeah.
love a good You Belong with Me, like the whole Fearless album, honestly. Yeah. Those are still one of my favorites.
That's cool.
I do love her new stuff though. The Fortnite album is really good too. And
Is that
Tortured
the most
Poets.
recent one?
I think Tortured Poets is the most recent. I could be wrong. Or no, Fortnite is a song within Tortured Poets. So yeah, that's all kind of like the newest. Yeah.
Her
T Swift
newest
though,
one.
she's killing it. She's
That's
still
cool.
going strong.
Crazy Club says they'd make the Shay Snuggler. Cute.
Oh my gosh, okay. I'm gonna do it. Thank you for the inspo.
You should. Well, you pretty much made the Shay loaf cat. I saw that. Right.
Yeah,
So that was
yeah.
pretty close.
Now I have like a nice snuggler base. I feel like I could modify this into like a cat or something.
Oh, totally. Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
That would be cool. Let's see.
Let me see what else is going on.
Their favorite is Reputation. That's got to be a song,
Reputation.
right? Mm-hmm.
Yes, from T Swift. Yes, that's a great one too.
Wow, that's so cool. Let's see here. What did Panda said? Made a cat Ami for my mom for her birthday, but she said it looked like a pig.
That is so
Aw.
funny.
You were probably already slightly nervous about, how it was going to be received, because I know that like with Panda, he hasn't done that many Amis, so he's been working on that.
Oh.
So it's like when you're already feeling a little bit, self-conscious, if you will, about it, and then it comes out and says it looks like a pig. Oh my goodness. That like break my heart.
Oh,
Don't let it break
we've
yours,
all been
Panda.
there.
You got this.
Yeah, we've all been there. Pig, cat, whatever. Like you made it, which is
Right?
the important part.
Exactly.
Yeah, I love when people try Ami for the first time. I mean, yeah, my first Ami project was crazy. It was like a turtle up there. I still have him, but he looks
Oh,
crazy. But it's always fun to look back. It's fun to look
yeah.
back on like your first project. Yeah.
Completely.
Do you have your first Ami project by chance or no?
I don't, but I have one that was within the first realm of firsts of mine, and I can show that, and I haven't gotten rid of it because
oh my gosh,
it was to prove that I did the stitches inside out originally. But
oh my gosh, I did that too.
The sleepy cat, it's like I think it has a name, but there's a pattern out there, and you always see the cat like sleeping and stuff. But I put the beads in there, and my stitching was not as tight as it should be. So if I give him a good squeeze, beads start popping out. The poly beads. They do, because they're still lining in him, poor thing. But I just couldn't. I mean, he's still cute, even though he's like one of my firsts. So
great for your first, like that. I'm impressed. Like that is crazy. That's your first.
He even has beads in his palms and feet, which is, I don't know. Before I knew that, like I wasn't. I mean, you can kind of even like, you can see how big the holes are and stuff, and those poly pellets are not that big, so they just
they're like
pop right out.
Yeah, that's so funny you mentioned the inside out thing though. My stuff was also inside out for like the longest time.
I still don't. I guess it was because we were going around the other direction or something. I don't know. I'm not sure how that happened, but there was one point where I saw a pattern and I realized that there was a lot more definition to the stitches than mine had. And so I was just like, why does it look like that? And I was just like, oh, oh, okay. Whoops. But only probably not that many people would know that unless they were crocheters themselves. So that's fine. But I'm like, okay.
I feel like we've all we've all kind of had that rite of passage moment where we're like, it is inside out.
The aha moment. Oh yes, I've been doing it wrong. Whoops.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Oh, the hamster habit said they made a snake for their sister for Christmas and it just looked like a rope.
Oh.
Oh, sad panda, right? Oh my gosh. Okay, Panda says his first Ami was made for his niece. It was a cross-eyed, wonky, lopsided, uneven ear bunny.
Eared bunny.
Oh my god. She loved it, I bet you. I bet you she loved that though. It doesn't matter if it's cross-eyed, wonky, and looks like a pig.
That's the great thing about kids. Yeah, they'll like love it regardless.
Yes, exactly. What do you mean by inside out? So I'm trying to see if I have anything that I can kind of show you a comparison.
Let me see
okay,
too.
so this is an arm. I'm gonna do a frog tutorial soon. This is right side out. This is inside out. So it's not as easy to tell perhaps, but you can see if you can see the lines of the rows a lot better than on this one, where it just looks kind of more soft look, I guess, not as defined. And then this one you get more of the lined rows and that kind of thing.
It's just more like clean. It's more clean. And let me see too. I'm working on one. Like this is the inside portion. And you see how like the stitches, they kind of just look like baubles even. Like they look kind of like rough. It's not really like uniform. But then if you flip it to the right side, everything is just kind of clean, tight. And you can see the stitches like Julianne was saying.
Yeah, more uniform. Yeah.
More form. For me, I learned it when I was color changing, and I had all my color changing ends on the like outside. I'm like, why does this look so sloppy compared to everybody? And then I like flipped it. I'm like, oh my gosh.
Whoops. Well, I'm pretty sure, and I don't know. Okay, so for when you do a bobble, which I'm sure you're
Yeah.
probably doing for the toes, right?
Yeah, or the little nose.
So because I find that when I do a bobble and I'm going with the right side, your right side's facing out and stuff, the bobble wants to poke more to the inside.
It does. It does. And you just like give it a little push out.
You just
So
give it a
it'll
little
pop
push
up.
out. Yeah. So,
Just
because
pop it
for
out.
the longest time, I'm like, why am I not showing? Like, theirs are so defined. They look like toes, and mine just look like bigger stitches, And
Yes,
yeah.
yes, they want to stick in to the
Mm-hmm.
inside, pop them out.
Yeah. I'd even thought, should I go back and like flip it, do the other way with the bobble, and then flip it back and then keep going, at one point when I was trying to figure it out. And I didn't, but that was my thought process. I'm like, how do people get it to pop out like that,
Yeah, yeah. No, baubles they took me so long to learn. I had a
Yeah.
love-hate relationship with baubles. But now I do them constantly. I feel like the Ami projects have a lot of baubles usually.
Yes.
Because like
And
you
especially the
said, it's
no-sew ones, I think, because you use
no
those a lot for little toes and details
yeah,
and stuff like that. So
exactly. Yeah, so I've learned finally to master the bauble, but
master
it
the
does naturally want to curl in. That's like totally normal.
Yeah, the frog pattern that I'm going to do is a no-sew, and I did a side satchel bag that's also no-sew, and so I had to be creative to try to figure out how to make the whole bag no-sew. But one of the things I had to do was the bobble to be like a button, right, for it to close. So the
Yeah.
bobble stitch is what I use to be the fastener, because obviously I'm saying it's no-sew. I can't just bring out needle and thread and be like, then you get your button, and
That's actually really creative. I would not have thought of that. That is really
Yeah,
cool. A
it
little way
worked.
around.
It worked
Yeah,
well.
it
Yeah, I
works.
mean, it'll come open probably easier than it would have if it was a button, but it'll close. It'll stay
But
closed,
yeah,
So
you
yeah,
honor the no-sew. That's
that,
the thing with like no-sew. I feel like you have to get really creative
yes,
with engineering the pattern.
you do. Yeah, for sure. Yes, you do. Crazy Club asked if you'd ever make a Shrek pattern. She said she'd buy a Shrek pattern.
Oh my god. Also funny, fun fact, I really haven't watched Shrek, and I know it's a classic, like children's movie.
I'm
Like,
surprised
and
you haven't
I
at
feel
least
like
seen the first one.
yeah, no, I haven't. I have not watched Shrek all the way through,
Yeah.
which is crazy. But I feel like people make the Shrek hat. I've seen like a
Oh
little
yes, I've
ogre
seen
hat.
those. Yeah,
Yeah,
those are
but that's a good
cute.
idea. That's a good idea. I need to make more like characters. I feel that would be fun.
Definitely. I saw another question here. Gianna asked, have you watched Harry Potter, Genna? And if so, do you like it? Are you a Harry Potter fan?
Oh my gosh, that's another like mainstream thing that I haven't actually watched or read. I have never read Harry Potter, or I've seen some clips of the movie, but I've never seen a movie all the way through, which is crazy to me. I
Wow.
know.
That
I
is
know.
crazy. Were you hiding
I
under
need
a
to
rock?
no,
JK,
like
JK.
that's the thing. I'm like, I don't know why I never got into that series. I loved
Okay.
reading. I just don't know
Yeah.
why I never got. I think low key, I saw a clip of the movie and it scared me. So I'm like, I'm good.
Yeah.
I feel like some of those movie clips like are scary.
Yeah, they do. They do. I think there are definitely creepy parts to it and stuff, but
Yeah.
I was always a big fan, and the audiobooks, if you like, do you listen to audiobooks at all?
I don't, but I need to. I need to.
If
With
you like
crochet,
if
my
you
hands are
like reading at all, it is a good way to get your books in, especially because then you're multitasking, right? You can crochet and listen. Um,
exactly.
Yeah, but Jim Dale is the one who I listen to. So I've read the books, but I've also listened to them. So he voice acts. I can't speak. What are words, right? He voice acts it, and it's amazing because he has specific voices for each character, and they never change. Like he can keep that all in his head. Like
Oh my
Hagrid
god.
sounds like Hagrid
Still
all the way
going?
through the series, and everybody has their own voice. That's a talent in and of itself. So
Whoa, that is so cool. Okay, I gotta give audiobooks a try. Like you said, like my hands are busy, so I need to just listen. That'd be
Yeah.
cool.
What do you
I would
normally do
totally
when you're crocheting?
I usually just like throw on a show. I think someone asked previously if we've both watched Gilmore Girls, and that's like my comfort show. I love watching Gilmore Girls when crocheting. Yes, you too.
I
Or
even
no,
have the
she's
box set. I bought I haven't even watched it, but I have it just in case they ever try to take away
Oh,
from Gilmore Girls, then I'll have it. It's like a happy place, you know? So
yes.
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 Oh, hydration
Okay,
too.
I love that. Oh yeah, gotta get some water. Oh, thank you, Callie.
Thank you, Callie. It took
Oh
you
my
a
gosh,
bit
yeah,
to
I
watch
didn't
her,
watch.
but now you like it. Yeah.
Oh no, sorry. Craft of Destiny said I also didn't watch SpongeBob, and yes, I didn't watch SpongeBob growing up either.
I,
You need.
when did SpongeBob come out? Because I was born in the 80s, early 80s, and then so I feel like I attest or I grew up kind of in the 80s and a little bit 90s, right? So
Yeah.
yeah, I don't remember when SpongeBob came out, but I think it was definitely after. I was more like Fraggle
After,
Rock. That one was kind of toward the end of childhood, I think. Did you ever watch that,
okay.
Fraggle Rock? Gummy
No, I
Bears? Winnie the
haven't heard of.
Pooh?
Okay, wait.
I'm like, come on, Genna. What else do we
Oh,
have here? Come on.
that's so funny. Oh yeah, because Craft of Destiny also said like, what did you watch then if you didn't see all these things? I was more like the Hannah Montana. Like, have
Okay.
you heard of like Hannah Montana? That's So Raven, Phil of the
Hmm.
Future, like
They
those
were
shows.
after I was, yeah, because are you in your 20s still?
Yeah,
20s.
I was 1997.
Okay.
That's when I was born.
Yeah.
Like Kim Possible.
Hmm.
I'm trying to think. Yeah, like those shows.
Oh my gosh, that's so cute. Rebecca's like,
Yeah.
Fraggle Rock. Yes, I know, right? Those shows start to
Fraggle Rock.
date me now because I'm like, Fraggle Rock. What else? Anybody? Anybody? I mean, well, Sesame Street's still around, isn't it? It should
Sesame Street,
be.
yes.
Yeah. I can't
Yes.
imagine.
It's
Can you
still
imagine? Like, they can never take
it's
Sesame
Sesame
Street away.
they can they can't. Oh, like Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. I watched that. Did
Hmm.
you watch
Mr. Rogers a
yeah,
little
Sesame
bit.
Street?
Towards the end of my time as a kid that really enjoyed more kiddish shows, Barney came out, but I was already kind of beyond it, and my brother was older than I
Uh,
am, so it was like, nah. So Barney was out. Power Rangers, kind of, we were kind of on the end of that too, so we didn't really watch that very much either, but we were like, Reboot was one, Saturday morning cartoons, um that was a good one.
gotcha.
Beast
Oh
Wars,
my
Gargoyles, all those ones.
oh my gosh.
And then there's
Oh, making
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Teenage. Did you ever watch that?
no.
No, and you crochet all the turtles, Genna. Come on.
I know, and I made a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. I literally made one, and I'm like, I don't know what this guy's name is. Someone said it was Michelangelo. I'm like, okay,
Oh my gosh.
Michelangelo.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my gosh. Panda, are they having another season of Gilmore Girls? Or are you talking
Wait,
about, because I know that they had the original series and then they had the comeback one, which was not as good as the original series, in my opinion. I am
same girl.
in my humble opinion, but I would still watch whatever else they came out with because I still love Gilmore Girls and I would still want to know where the characters go. But definitely the original series would be.
Yeah, they kind of botched that like reboot.
Yeah. Well, like, because her dad, Lorelai's dad, had passed already in real life, and so of course when they worked that into the script, Gilmore Girls, I felt like it was always one of those things that they always jumped from scene to scene, but it kept it really alive, right? You were just, yeah, I'm with you. For the new one though, they left you lingering long enough to the point where it became a little awkward before they would cut the scene. It was like they just were going a little too long in the scenes and stuff, so it wasn't that quick whippy kind of movement like we were used to.
I agree, but on that same like note, Lane's dad also like magically making a reappearance after like being completely absent in the entire series. Everyone's like, what? He's
You're
alive?
like, who are you?
Yeah. Part of that series, I'm like, what are they doing?
Yeah. It's like, Genna, when are you going to restock your loaf cats? Did you answer that? I don't
Oh
think
my
you've
gosh,
answered
no, I didn't. I started remaking them last year, and I've stopped, but I'm going to start making them again because I want to have a little loaf cat army again.
Yes.
That was really
So
fun.
all those ones that you made before, they all got sold?
Yeah, they all got
Oh,
sold. I gotta make some more. Gotta make some more
that's
loaf
awesome.
cats.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
What's the
Let me
animal that
see.
you have never made that you would want to crochet? It doesn't have to be an animal. So kind of what is pretty much the character that you would want to make that you've never made?
Oh my gosh, that's hard. I'll have to think about that. I want to ask you the same question too.
Oh, that's
Put
a
it
good
back.
one. It would have to be a panda. I just feel very,
Oh,
yeah, I'm feeling drawn to pandas lately.
that was funny.
Right, panda?
Very fitting. Very fitting.
Oh
Panda.
my
Let
gosh.
me see. I guess I would go with like an elephant. I feel like I haven't made an
Oh, that would be
elephant.
so cool. Yeah. It
Yeah.
would be
There's so
really
many animals.
There are so
There's so many
many.
animals.
Well, last time I said I wanted to do a dragon. I would still really like to do a dragon, but I want to make a big one.
You
So
should
I
do
have
it. Do
I have like an illustration drawn up of one that I want to do, but I just haven't actually started it yet. But yeah, so
it.
that's
I, you have so much. You have so much on your plate.
yeah. Oh, and I'm like, yeah, this last, I think it's been like a month and a half now. I'm also homeschooling my daughter who was having a hard time in school. So we're just throwing a lot of things. We're just doing a
Oh
lot. I'm
my
very
gosh.
frizzy lately, more so than normal.
Very
So
frizzy.
yes, exactly. Oh yeah, they're saying they left us on such a cliffhanger, the Gilmore Girls. Yeah, totally.
They did. They did.
Oh my gosh. I have a spin the wheel on my phone. So when I spin it, that's what I make. I have your whole book on it, Genna. So they put your characters on a spin the wheel. That's so clever. What a
That
good
is
idea.
so cool. I
I
kind of
love
want to
that.
do that same thing. That is so
Yeah.
cool.
Oh, and how much do you sell your loaf cats for? Crazy Club was asking.
I sold them for, I had two sizes, like the Bernat blanket with a 6mm, so it turned out like kind of like this. That was
Mhm.
25, and then the jumbo version I think was 35.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Marie,
Oh,
thanks for hanging out. Have a good rest of your day. She has to get
yeah.
going.
Thanks for hanging out.
Yes.
Oh
Let's see.
yeah.
Favorite animals, definitely cats for me, and well, bees. I mean, they're a bug, but
Bees. I love cats as well. We're both team
yes,
cat.
team cat for sure. Yep. Not that I don't like dogs. I do like dogs, but definitely team cat. I've got two cats, so.
Yes.
Panda was happy that Panda is, I think he got a lot of laughing in there. The little laughy face. Oh my gosh.
Oh.
Hi, Mitch. How's it going? Made it to the live. Good evening, Genna and Julianne joining from Indiana. Nice. Nice.
Yay.
Yeah. All right.
Oh,
Let's see here. What
MJ's
hooks?
heartstrings. Yeah,
What
well,
hook
hook
size
size.
do you use on Parfait XL?
I love using a 9mm with Parfait
9.
XL. It gets them really nice and big, but still keeps the stitches tight.
Yeah. Thank you, Christy. She said you two are so cute. I love all Jenna's stuff and Julianne's. Oh my gosh.
Oh, so
Yay.
sweet. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. Aw, Tika's mom, you're gonna have to watch the replay, huh? But you can still hang out with us for a little bit longer. Let's see. I was texting so fast.
Oh,
I meant to type Julianne. I just filled it in because I knew it would probably autocorrect it anyways because I don't know. Things don't know how to spell my name usually. So I go by many names around the streets. Fuzzy Butt is one of the recent ones, which is actually another YouTuber. So I've also gotten Frizzy Butt, which I thought was funny.
Frizzy
Yeah.
butt.
So I go by many names, you know. You call me what you like. Shawls and Dolls has got to go. It was lovely to have you here. Thank you for joining.
Yes, thank you,
Yeah. Oh, you bought her magic bunny pattern. I had asked a lot in the chat. Oh wait, you bought my magic bunny pattern. I had asked a lot in the chat if you made it, but it wasn't answered. Did you remember a magic bunny pattern?
I do not. So I must not have made it. I have a big pattern to-do list, but hopefully I will get to it.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah.
good. Oh my gosh, the list of patterns, right?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Like binders of patterns. We'll get to them. We'll get to them.
We'll get to that.
Yeah.
We'll get to that.
Oh, Rita just ordered your book. It's coming tomorrow.
Hey, thank you so much, Rita. Thank you so much. On the chat. Thank you so much, Panda.
Yes. Let's see. Make a gymnastics pattern. Chris and Susie Berry. Hi, Chris and Susie. Glad you guys could join.
That would be cool, honestly. A little gymnastics.
Little gym doll. Little gymnastics doll. That would be really cute. You could make, you'd have to get crafty, but you could make like a little pole that it can, flip around.
Yeah, the little obstacles. Yeah, that would be cool.
Why not? And Amin says to please make a horse pattern. Oh, and Veda wants to know, what team are you on? Team Jess or team oh my god.
I think
I'm blanking.
Logan.
Thank you.
Logan, right?
Logan, yeah. I was even going older school than Logan in my brain, so yeah.
Oh, Dean?
Yeah. I was like,
we're still Team Dean. I would have to say Jess. I'm Team Jess. What about you?
Same.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's so funny. There's some Dean fans out there.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, I really liked Dean, but when Jess came along, I'm like, yeah, I would have gravitated to Jess too. Oh my goodness. Oh, how is Shay and Callie?
Oh, they're good. Thank you for asking. Callie's asleep down here. Let me see. Can I show her? Or I don't know. Oh no, you see my big bag of stuffing. Wait, where is she? Oh, okay.
I saw a paw. I saw a paw.
You saw a little paw, but no, they're doing good. They're doing good. Sometimes people are like, "Oh, I didn't know you had a dog, Genna," because I always like show Shay.
Oh my gosh.
It's bad. Yeah, I need to show more of Callie.
Andy's asking, no Edward or Jacob? Hey, are we switching now? We're talking Twilight.
Oh,
I would have gone for Edward.
Jacob.
You would have gone for Jacob?
Yeah.
He was cute, but in the books, he was supposed to be like, I mean, Taylor Lautner, if you're watching this, I know you did a lot of work to get your body to where it needed to be for that second movie, and props to you. But he was supposed to be like super tall as well. So, platforms might have gone a long way for me. I was expecting, and then I was like, I don't know, man.
Yeah, you're like, that's not it.
Not quite. Almost. So funny.
So
yeah, it was supposed to be huge according to the book. Just how the book describes it. I mean, that always happens, right? You can't expect perfection.
That is so funny.
I think people are gonna start unsubscribing. They're like total Jacob fans, and I'm sitting here like, you could have been a little bit larger,
That is so funny.
Yeah, Andy does. So Crafty Witch, Andy, she does a lot of conventions. She goes to like the Comic-Cons and does the market there. And she's met a lot of the people that have been on panel. And so she's met a lot of the Twilight folk that come in for those. So she has a picture she said with Kellen Lutz. Nice.
Oh my gosh. That is so cool.
Yeah, that is really cool. I do like those. In fact, I was looking yesterday, I was going to buy a book. So I wanted to buy a book that is in Korean that I can then work to sort of translate and practice, And I thought, well, maybe I should get one I've already read, because then it'll be easier in some way. And the only two that came up that I had read was Harry Potter #1 and Twilight. And so it's just funny we're talking Twilight. I didn't get either actually. I had a recommendation for some short stories that were supposed to be really good, but I was like,
oh my gosh.
yeah.
I would have loved that if you picked Twilight. I feel like that would be iconic.
It would have totally been. I
gotta
love
go
too in the different languages. They always have different covers too, which is fun. So you get to see
well,
for them.
yeah. Yeah, once you get done your short stories, maybe circle back to Twilight.
Exactly. Yeah. No, I want to make crochet books too. I have thoughts about doing that. And then I would like to, like, the books I have in my head though are ones that also have an accompanying story. So I may have some sort of like a dual thing in there. Kind of.
I love that.
Like, have you ever seen this one, Genna? Hang on, let me see. It's
Yeah,
not. This is
see.
Lolly Lala. Have you seen this one?
No, I haven't.
It's so
That's
cute
so
because
cute.
so she does in the very beginning, and this I had not seen in any other book, but she has a little story that goes with, and the characters are like in the story, and it's just so clever. How cute is that?
So cute. And then you can make the patterns.
Yeah, I thought what a great idea. So then, because a lot of times it's probably parents, grandparents making for their kids, aunts, uncles, whatever it is. But yeah, like they could make it and then they can read the little story to the kids. I thought what a great idea that is,
That is so cool.
Yeah.
I love that idea because I feel like, a lot of people like to make it for their kids, like the projects. Exactly. So then if there's a story, then they could be like, wait, here's the character.
Exactly. Yes. Have a great dinner, Rebecca. Thank you for coming in and hanging out for a bit.
Thank you.
Oh, I love your patterns. Adam says, please make Anne of Green Gables. I love Anne of Green Gables. That would be awesome.
That would be really cool.
Did you ever watch?
Yes, I have. Yes, I did see Anne of Green Gables. And that would be.
Well, there was Anne of Avonlea as well. And then now they've had a more recent Anne with an E, which was also really good. I thought that was really good too. That was I think that's on Netflix, but.
Oh, I need to check that out.
Oh, Christy, the book, it's called Beetles, Bugs, and Butterflies. I never know where I'm going with the camera, you guys. Look at the little green aphid. How cute is that? Oh my goodness.
That is so cute.
It's just too cute. I mean, you can make just about anything that's normally hideous look really cute.
Yes.
Crochet it.
Yes. Crochet. Yes.
Softens things around the edges, So, yeah.
So I'm glad you showed that.
Lydia Tresselt. Lolly Lala is what her name is on Etsy, and I bought it from her actually on Etsy because I got a signed copy, and it came in a nice like tote bag that has a stamp of like the character and stuff on it. It's really cute. So
that is so adorable.
Okay, what did I miss? Crazy Club said she had something that she was asking. Let's see. Let me look back. What did I miss? I have a craft show that is 2 days long, and it is in June, but I only have 30 things, and I want to have 100. Do you have any tips for getting all of them done? Assembly line.
Assembly line, yes.
Yeah, I think make that's all the pieces.
Yeah, that's the most time efficient. Mm-hmm. And then minis. Try to do minis too. Something quick.
Yes, do lots of quicker things. I was thinking if it was closer to Christmas time, making little ornament characters would be fun. Those were always really popular when I was doing markets and such, but not in the middle of June. Although a lot of people are making flowers now. I think that's becoming kind of popular. Have you seen those?
Yes, the flowers are really popular, like build your own bouquet kind of setup.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, I would say like keychains too are really popular, like little mushrooms, little octopi. Yeah. Whip them out.
Yep. I keep seeing a lot of they're like almost little granny square motif earrings too. Have you seen those? They're made with the thread. Those are super cute. Yeah. And I think they would be pretty quick to whip up, and then you would have just an additional item that you can sell, different type of item. So
yeah, that's a good tip.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh, and I missed the other part Adam said, or a warrior's cat pattern. Also, what are you making, Genna? He was wondering.
Oh, I haven't heard of Warrior's Cat. Like, is that maybe it's a
Warriors is
book?
another book series, yeah, with all cats.
Oh wait, yes, I can envision the cover. Yes, I do know
Yeah,
what they're talking about. The Warriors. That would be cool. I'm
yeah.
making a dragon snuggler from my latest dragon snuggler pattern. This is based off the Fourth Wing dragons. This is the finished one, but I'm making a red one now.
Yeah, that's so
Yeah,
cool. Hi,
thanks.
Moonrose. I made dinner
Thanks.
early, prepped everything so I'd be able to be here for the live today. Good job. I know. I'm sure we'll have to head out here pretty soon, just because I can hear today's Taco Tuesday in my house. So my family comes and we all eat tacos and hang out.
I love that. Wait, so every Tuesday? That's like your
Every
little
Tuesday,
ritual?
yeah. It's like my nephew is very excited about Tuesdays, and there's sometimes where we've had to push them to Taco Thursday if somebody's sick or something, and it's always a sad, sad day, when Taco
Oh,
Tuesday's not on the menu.
I love that. That is such a fun idea.
Yeah. Amazon, here I come, MJ. That's funny. Prioritize and focus. List your body if you are getting burnt out. Yeah, that was Pow talking to the crazy club. Yeah, for sure.
Advice.
I did not know that Anne of Green Gables was filmed in the prairies in Canada. That is
Wow.
cool. I still need to go to Canada. I've never been. That would be so
I've
nice.
only been to Toronto, but it was
Oh,
cool. I would say maybe go during summer
yeah,
time, so it's not super
better weather.
cold. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, totally. Let's see. Oh, and most of Twilight was filmed near Vancouver, British Columbia. See,
Oh
now I
wow.
thought that it was filmed by me, but that's because that's where it takes place, is in Forks, Washington, is what or where the
Yeah,
Twilight says that it takes place and such. So yeah,
yeah. I feel like that's a fun fact. I think a lot of things are filmed in Canada. Even like shows
yeah,
that are set in New York, they're filmed actually in Toronto or some of the
yeah.
other Canadian. Just so interesting.
So there's probably a lot of crossover with what the areas look like, I would think,
Yeah.
because I mean, Washington's the evergreen state because we have trees. I mean, I'm constantly driving on the freeway, looking on the side, thinking I'm going to see either a sparkling vampire or Bigfoot. I'm like looking through the trees.
That is so funny. You were in the Twilight setting.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. I remember when they came out, my husband was like, I was like, wouldn't you want to live up there? He's like, no, we are never living up there because it rains too much. I was like, all
Mm,
right, fair enough. And then my brother and his wife moved up here, and then they're like, let's all move up here. And so here we are.
there you are. That's so funny how
Yeah,
those things work out.
yes. I do miss California, though, that's for sure. I miss having the sun
Oh,
and, yeah, the Bay Area. It was lovely to grow up in. So,
oh my gosh, yeah, California has our heart. We love California.
yeah. So you think you'll stay? Because I know that's not where you're from originally, right?
Yeah, we're originally from Jersey, but we actually are going to be moving again this summer
Oh my
to
gosh.
North Carolina, and we'll be like kind of settling there for a good bit. Like we'll be there maybe like 3, 4, or 5 years, so that would be nice.
Oh, is this so your
We'll be-
husband's work probably got you guys to move, or
yes, yes. My husband's
uh,
work is transferring us over there, but we're gonna be sad definitely to leave California. I think we'll definitely come back though later
yeah.
on. We said
It's nice.
California
I
has
mean,
our
it's
heart.
nice to see different places, and experience living in different places and stuff. So I think it's fun.
is.
Um,
It is fun. Yeah, and we like road trip when we do the move. So we'll get to go across America and stop by a few states. So that's cool.
that's cool. Christy
Yeah.
asks, oh wait, hang on. What sells the best on Etsy, physical items or patterns is MJ's question. And then Christy's asking, I do have a question. Do either of you use a Swift to wind your skeins? My puppy got into one. I'm trying to figure out how to save it. Oh no. I
Oh
have
no.
I have like one of those cheap, if I can hang on. Let me see. I have this. I don't have a Swift. I just have this little winder if I'm gonna cake something up. I don't have a Swift though. I wish I had a
I
Swift.
don't have a Swift. Yeah, I don't
Mm-mm.
have a Swift either. sure. Hopefully you can get it to work though. Oh no.
Right? Yeah, exactly. And then what sells best on Etsy? When I first started crocheting, I sold exclusively the plushies, but I was selling them at such a low price that I was selling a lot. But then I hurt myself, my arms. I was crocheting like 8 hours a day, and I was having shooting pains up my arms, and so I was like that's not sustainable. So
Oh
then
my god.
patterns was the next step, and patterns sell really well, I think. Do you have any thoughts on that, Genna?
Yeah, I would say very similar to you. I started out selling exclusively plushies, and like you, I got burnt out and I'm like, this isn't sustainable. So
Yeah.
I will say plushies, if you're able to have them on your shop, they will sell and they sell well. But if
Mhm.
you're trying to build long-term like sustainment for your business, patterns are definitely a good way to go. They sell
Yeah.
really well and then they're passive. So once you make the pattern, all you have to do is list it and
Yeah.
then you'll be able to get as many orders as you can. Don't have to do
Mhm.
anything, which is super nice.
Yeah.
So it helps out. And then maybe you could do like plushie drops. So you'll have certain plushies at a certain time, but you don't have them open for like made to order. And then you're like
Yeah.
constantly burning yourself out.
I
So
think
I
the
guess
make
like
to
an
order, like I would almost get to the point where I was dreading getting another order because I'm like, I can't
yeah.
make another sunflower, like I'd made so many of them. I don't know how you made 500 turtles. I would have gone insane, I think.
Girl, I don't know either. I don't know either. And honestly, yeah, it's good. I feel good that I switched over because long
Yeah.
term, I don't think it's sustainable.
Yeah. But like you said, I mean, because you're going to be crocheting anyways, I started thinking about that. Like maybe since, usually when you design a pattern, you make it a few times. And so you end up having that multiple plushies of one pattern or one character. So
Exactly.
I think having drops like that or maybe you go on a kick where you're just like, I just have to make a bunch of plushies because this is really, my jam right now. And then, yeah, you can just
Yes.
have little drops and it's like, here's our update. It's coming. We got plushies coming, you guys. Get really excited about it. So,
And people do really well with drops. The drop
yeah.
method is great. And you can create whatever you want listed, and then hopefully people will buy it. But then
Yeah.
you don't have to like go and make all of those orders. Everything's already made, which is
Yeah.
nice.
Exactly. It's like we're talking about that. And then I looked at Andy's comment. I'm making stuffed bell peppers. Go you. That sounds
Yeah.
delightful.
Oh, that sounds so good. That's making me hungry.
Right? Oh my goodness. And Juno was asking our favorite things to crochet. Plushies in general would be my favorite. And then the cat plushies definitely for me.
Aw, and
Yeah.
your bees?
I love my bees too though. It's really a toss up. You can't go wrong, I
It's
do want to make
hard. It's
another bee design, but I can't I feel as though my people will get bored of bees. So I'm like I gotta
No.
give them other things, like it can't all be about bees. That just makes me happy, but I gotta make everyone else happy too.
Oh, no, you can definitely throw in another bee. I kind of feel the same though with turtles. I'm like, okay, I gotta go away from turtles. I feel you.
Yeah,
I feel you.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
exactly. Oh my gosh. Shade says she wants us to come up to Canada. I would love to come
Oh,
up to Canada. I will let you know if and when that happens. Hopefully,
that would be super fun.
soonish. I mean, I'd have to get I still have to do that thing that we have to do with our licenses where we have to get like a special license. Have you seen
Oh,
that?
the real
Yeah.
ID.
So you can go to the bordering countries and such. So I still have to do that,
Oh,
and I think it's due in May. So I better do
yes, yes,
that.
they're finally switching it over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I definitely need an updated passport. That's for sure. I've never been outside the country, but my passport is very old. So
Oh my gosh. Well, Canada would be a great first trip. It's right there.
right,
It's
exactly.
your toes in. Just dip your toes in. That's awesome. Yeah,
Canada wanted
Canada.
to know where you're from in Jersey, because Panda's also from Jersey.
Ooh. Like the Cherry Hill area, like South Central Jersey-ish. I like grew
Mm-hmm.
up by the Ocean City area too. Love the
Oh,
Jersey Shore.
that's so
I'm
cool.
sure Panda knows the Jersey Shore if he's familiar with the Jersey area.
Mm-hmm. Nessa says North Carolina's pretty, but I prefer California. Yeah.
Same.
Yeah.
I
And
think
Pau is in
California.
Virginia, so you're going to end up being neighbors. So,
Oh, that's so cool. Yeah,
yeah,
back onto the coast, back to the East Coast.
that's right. I lived in Florida and Tampa with my husband when we were still dating, just for like 9 months. I made it. And then I was like, I want to go back to California. I miss seeing mountains and hills and stuff. It's very flat in Florida. So, yeah, it was very weird to be from California and then there's just not a mountain around, you know?
Yeah, it's
So,
totally different. Yeah,
yeah,
in Florida.
exactly.
It's beautiful in California. Wherever you look, yeah, there's just mountains and everything so pretty.
It
It's
is.
not like
I
that
haven't been
everywhere,
back
yeah.
in a while. Frizzy,
Yeah.
how can you have more than one person on a live? Usually it's through a streaming software, so or streaming platform. I use Ecamm Live, so I can invite up to, I think it's 8 or 10 guests at a time through Ecamm. And then I know StreamYard is similar. I think you can have as well up to 8 people or so.
Oh,
So
wow, up to 8?
I think so. I think it's 8 or 10, something like that.
Oh, that's
And
cool.
then Panda said he's originally from Newark.
Oh,
He has family in, I don't know how to say it, Bayonne.
yeah. Oh,
Bayonne.
yeah, Bayonne. Bayonne.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have friends in Bayonne. Small world. My sister went to Monmouth University, so that's kind of up in
Oh,
North Jersey.
nice. Rebecca
Love
loves
that.
watching your videos.
Oh, thanks, Rebecca.
Yeah, that's so nice. All right. Do
Oh.
you girls yarn over or yarn under for your plushies? I'm a yarn over.
Okay, I'm a yarn under.
Are you? Ah,
I,
see?
I I honestly just learned that way by mistake. Like I thought I was yarning over, but turns out I
Yeah.
was yarning under this entire time.
Just like we thought we were doing it the right way and we were inside out. So here we
Inside
are.
out. Exactly. Exactly.
Oh my gosh. Oh, let's see. Oh, thanks for coming, Pal. Thank you so much and
Oh,
have a
thank
good
you,
rest of your
Colin.
day.
Thank you.
And Create and Relate loves your shirt. What is it? Nirvana. Yeah, oh yeah.
Yes.
Rock the Nirvana. We do pay for Ecamm, yeah. We do. What do you use, Genna? Do you have well, you haven't really been doing lives yet. That's
No.
maybe gonna come next. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah. I'm getting used to it, being invited here, which is very nice. But
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know. Do you have to have like a software or can you just like go live?
You can go live just through YouTube Studio. Yeah, you can do that. I think you have a lot more control if you use the platform like StreamYard or Ecamm because then you can do overlays and I don't know what the capabilities of YouTube are. You know, like having our name down there. I don't know if you could do that on YouTube.
Yeah.
YouTube's
Okay.
good though. I've found like if you're going to go live on your phone and do the portrait, style, that's fun. It's easy. It's just right, just go live and you're on live. So it's pretty easy to set up, but as far as
Okay.
like this kind of thing, I think it's nice to have a streaming platform. I think you can do a lot more with it. So,
Okay, that's good to know. Good to know. Learning all the tricks from you.
right? That's great.
Yeah.
Ask me anything. I'll let you know. I'll let you know what I use or what I've tried.
Thanks, Julianne.
um, Amin asked, what's your favorite pattern that you've made?
Ooh, that I've made?
Mm.
That's hard. I will have to say the dragon plushie though. I'm making the
Okay.
snuggler right now, but the
Yeah.
dragon regular plushie one that I just recently came
Plushie
out
was
with.
the fun.
That's my new favorite. Yeah. How about you? How about you?
Favorite plushie that I've made. That's a good
Or the,
question.
the pattern.
Or favorite pattern that I've made. Yeah. I don't know. I
It's
don't
hard.
know.
It's
That's a
hard.
hard question. I don't know. I see people drop plushies on YouTube. Susie said, drop plushies. Like drop plushies or?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not too sure. I think my favorite pattern that I've made is probably, might even be like my ladybug. Because I really enjoyed doing that. I made a little ladybug that has like an underwing that's made out of fabric. So it was different for me to do, you know, and so it was fun to be creative with that. So that was
Wait,
fun.
that's
Yeah.
cool. Combining like the crochet and the fabric. Oh,
Yeah. Something different, you know. I liked
I feel like
having
it's
it
really
be
unique.
anatomically correct with the underwing. So that was cool.
The underwing, yeah, I feel like that's
Mhm.
really unique. I haven't seen that.
Yeah. It's fun. Let's see. Crazy Club, I love sloths. That was Christy. She loves sloths. Your sloth
Oh,
pattern's adorable, by the way.
oh, thank you. I also
Yeah.
love sloths, Christy. I had to make a little sloth pattern.
Yeah, for sure. Do you have any good Instagram reels ideas? Um,
Ooh,
I
Instagram
need to do
Reel.
that more. I'm really bad. I've gotten really bad about like posting shorts and stuff and reels and
I think
I know
we
that's where
said
it's at, but
that's where it's at. Yeah, the short form content will help grow your account quicker. It's
yes.
hard. It's hard coming up with content though. It is hard. Sometimes I get lazy with it and I'll just film literally whatever I made that day and just like show it and that's
Yeah.
it. As
Yeah.
long as you post something, it helps.
Yeah, exactly. It helps the algorithm, right?
It helps the algorithm.
Let's see. As an OG watcher of your channel, Gianna says, how long have you been crocheting that you weren't on YouTube? That's a good question.
Oh, that is a good question. I started my YouTube actually yesterday was my 2-year anniversary on
Oh,
YouTube. Apparently,
congrats.
apparently, thank you, thank you.
Yeah.
You know that, but I was crocheting a year before starting the channel.
So
Yeah,
that was to get your feet wet with crochet and figure out how to design your own patterns, and then you popped on and started teaching.
yeah, yeah. I felt a little better, more comfortable at
Yep.
being able to talk about it.
Thank you, Gianna. Yeah, I think my daughters started this movement. So I was telling them we had this hilarious interaction the other day during homeschooling because she brought it to my attention the way that I say because I put a lot of emphasis on the different syllables. So I'll be like because, but the way she says it, she's like because, and she just mimics me. So now that's what I've noticed. Like I'll be in other lives and people will write because they were on that live when they saw us talking about it. It's pretty funny. Yes.
That is so funny. I feel like kids will definitely point out your little, mannerisms.
You don't even know you do them, and then it just becomes hilarious. It's funnier when she says it now, I think it's hilarious. So, yes. Oh my goodness. Let's see here. Maybe you can come visit me in North Carolina, and Genna will be here too after they move. Yes, that would be so cool. I've been to North Carolina. That would be fun.
Road
Which
trip.
part are you going to be in? Which city?
We're gonna be in like the New Bern area.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think that's like 2 or 3 hours from Raleigh. If you guys
Okay.
know Raleigh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's kind of where I visited was around that area. So.
Oh, very nice. Very nice.
Oh, and Ava just finished a giant blue carpenter bee. How cool.
Oh,
It was a custom order, I guess. That's neat.
that is cool.
I like that bees are being ordered. That makes me happy.
Oh, thanks, Frizzy. Frizzy happy.
That's right. Oh my gosh.
I love that.
Oh yeah. Christy was saying lots of new rules with that real ID thing that you need for traveling.
I know.
Yeah. Gonna need to read up
And
on all that stuff.
they're finally implementing it because I feel like they've been saying this for years, but now they're implementing.
Now they're finally cracking down.
Now.
Oh yeah, Tracy, she was talking about that. If you finish the shea bed, that you haven't worked on it, right? For a while.
I haven't worked on it, yeah, since last year. But I was saying I need to finish it finally. It's coming out really good. It's like really cute. It definitely looks like an avocado, but need to finish it.
How big is it going to be?
It's going to be as big as like my dining room table. Like it's big. It's big.
So that's not quite as big as the turtle, though.
Right, but kind of around the same ballpark though. Yeah.
Would it be big enough for your pup as well?
I think so. Yeah, Callie has sat on it.
I'm gonna laugh if like Shay starts just because I think you mentioned before Shay is often laying on Callie's bed, right? That's behind you. So then if then Callie is like, well, I'm taking the avocado, and then walks over and takes the avocado.
I know. And sometimes they share. Sometimes they lie on the bed together, which is so cute. So
that's so
just
cute.
imagine them on the avocado. That'd be cute.
I love that. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That'd be adorable.
Yeah.
Zero infinity. We must be very close. Will you make a dragon tutorial? Oh, that one for
I think
these new ones that you're doing?
Yeah, eventually. I definitely do. Because a lot of people have requested it. So I just need to honestly sit down and film it. Because tutorials take a hot second.
They take a hot second. Yeah, exactly. That's one of the best things you guys can do for us too when we make a tutorial. Even if you don't want to make it, run the video in the background, share it so people will make them, because they take so long to put together. And then, the worst is like if you don't get a lot of people viewing them and you've spent the time to edit and film and do all the things. So yeah. Oh my goodness. That's why I haven't done the frog one. Is I'm like, it's daunting just thinking about it.
It is. It's daunting. And for me too, like those videos never perform really well. It's like a long-term build. It's a long-term build.
So true. You have to really plug them and put them out there. Otherwise people don't know about them. So yeah, I think sharing tutorials that you like is really, really good. Just to spread the visibility of it out there. So because like I thought these were going to be that I was like my bee earrings are going to be the thing that goes viral, like that's what I thought. So then I think I don't even know if it's hit 100 views after making them, but because every time I wear them, everybody's like, oh my God, I love those earrings. I'm like, well, you can make them yourself because I have a tutorial on the channel.
You should do more short form of them. I think they would do really good. I'm scrolling and I saw them, like a video of them like dangling like that, I would be so hooked.
Yeah, I did maybe I did 2 of them. I should do. You're right. I need to I just need to probably every plushie we make, we should have multiple long form. Just keep bringing them back out, keep talking about them. So it's not like a set it and forget it kind of thing. You have to really just keep
you gotta Yes, the tutorial videos, they're always like that.
Yes. Hi, Sonia. Good to see you. Let's see. I've always been curious about what your nationality is, if you're interested in talking about that.
Yeah, I'm Chinese.
Do you speak Chinese?
I do not. But I feel like people are always curious because I feel like, I don't know, maybe I don't look like this typical Chinese, but I just feel like people have always said I look kind of like a mix, but no, I'm Chinese.
All right. Well, there you go. There you go. There you have it. Let's see. It's okay. A betta fish. Ooh, crocheting a betta fish. That sounds like it would be really cute. Patterns by Crochet by Patty. That makes me think of Gilmore Girls. Miss Patty. Yes, and don't forget, make sure that you guys are subscribed to Genna, just in case. I'm sure you all are, but if you're not, and if you want to subscribe to me as well, that would be amazing. I would appreciate that. And then, I hang out on lives twice a week, Wednesdays and Thursdays, 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So yeah, for sure, Genna, anytime you want to come back on and hang out, let me know and we will do this again because
oh my gosh, thank you.
You're fun to have on. It's fun to chat, and catch up with you.
Oh, thank you. It's always so much fun. And you really are making me more comfortable with lives. Maybe I'll host one. And then
there you go. See, you'll have a buddy on there and then it won't be so nerve-wracking. People will be like, who's she? Who's she on there? Like talking about me.
This is the live queen. This is Julianne, the live queen.
I'm just a statue here. Don't mind me. Don't mind me,
Stop. No, I will definitely. That would be such a fun, cross collab.
Right? Yes. Yeah, that would be super fun.
Thanks for having me.
Of course. If anybody have any last minute questions, because I think I'm gonna let Genna get back to her life. She's probably got dinner getting ready or needs to go make it. And I know we're having tacos tonight, like I said.
Tacos.
I love tacos. Mexican food is my favorite. It's my all-time favorite.
Yes, yes. And California has some great Mexican restaurants
I
too.
miss
Love,
that. Oh, I miss the
love this.
Mexican food from California.
Oh, is there any good ones where you're at now? I feel like they're hard.
They're okay. Not okay. We do have one that's pretty good that we like, and it's the one that we consistently go to. It's called El Rancho Viejo, and that one's like the closest to authentic Mexican you can find in Washington,
Okay.
at least from where we are. You know, Southwest Washington. So, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, Kayla wants to know what your first pattern was, Genna, and how
My
you
first
feel about Joann's closing.
Okay, so I don't really shop at Joann that much. So it's weird. It's weird for me. Like I feel sad that it's closing for everybody, but I feel like I really don't really shop there. So I'm like,
You shop
I'm
at
just
Premier, right? You just go straight to the
yeah,
stores because you
I
get
just
mostly Perfect Chunky.
yeah, I'm mainly on Premiere and Michaels, but I'm so sad for
Mm-hmm.
everybody else. And I do pop in Joann's occasionally just to shop, you know,
Yeah.
the aisles. So it'll be sad to see them go. But my
Yeah.
first pattern was a no-sew octopus, and I
Oh,
have the
cute.
tutorial. Oh,
Love
yeah.
cute. I love that. Oh my
Yeah.
goodness. Oh, Adam says we should make a tutorial together. That would be cool. A collab
Ooh,
character. Oh my gosh.
it
We'll
has
have
to be
to,
like something cat related since we both love
right?
cats.
Oh, we'll have to ponder that. Wonder
That
how
would
we
be
would
fun.
do that. That would be fun. Like maybe one of us makes the character and one of us makes something that goes with the character or something.
Yes, or like an accessory.
Yeah,
Yes.
that'd be
That would
fun.
be I would be
Hey,
down.
see, I'd be down. Yeah, we just have to come up with some ideas and stuff. Maybe like
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe we do a cat and it has an outfit that it can go in or something. And then we'll have to,
Yes.
that would
That
be
would be
cute.
so fun. Okay, I'm gonna write that down. Add it to the list.
That's right. It's like goals for the next year. Here we go. This year was dragons. Next year maybe it's going to be cats.
Yeah.
Well, I think we got. I'm sure there. I mean, you guys will probably have more questions. Yeah, cat B. There you go.
Cat bee.
There you go. That would be cute. I like that
That would
idea.
be
Yeah.
I'll be down.
Mini cat on me and a cat bed. Yeah. Or a cat wearing a
Oh,
bee costume.
that
Oh my
would be
God.
maybe for Halloween we could like try to come out with something. That'd be cute.
Oh my gosh. You could like design a shay cat. Sorry. It's gonna happen again. I'm sure.
You're fine. You're
Anyway,
fine.
well, you're gonna make the shay cat and I'm gonna make it a bee costume. Oh my God. That would be amazing.
Oh my gosh, let's do it. Halloween.
Right. There we go. Here we go. Halloween. It'll be our Halloween collab and we'll do tutorial together. That'd be so much fun.
Yes, let's do it.
Oh my goodness. Well, I hope you all have an amazing rest of your day. Thank you so, so much for tuning in while I had Genna on today and this hangout. This is so much fun. So let's do it again for
Let's
sure.
do it again.
Okay.
Yes.
Awesome.
Yes.
All right, you guys. Well, again, don't forget your likes on the way out. Helps the video. Subscribe, all those things. And I hope to see you guys this week. I do have that little thing. I won't say it too loud, but I have that going on. FrizzyBee.com. Go in the shop, if you want to get your name in the hat. Mel is ready to go to his forever home. This big boy here. So, yes. One final plug.
Yes. He's going to his forever home. Some lucky person will get him.
Yes, somebody was going to get him. Oh my gosh, who's it going to be? I don't know. We'll find out Thursday.
It could be you.
That's right. It could be you. That's right. All right, you guys. Have an amazing day. We will catch you next time. Goodbye.
Bye. Thank you. Yay.